Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be going over Jean-Paul Gaultier Ultramale, or as some of you like to say, Ultramall, but there's an E in there, so I'm going to call it Ultramale. It's just a very good pronunciation. It used to be my favorite clubbing scent for a while, designer-wise. I went through a lot of I feel when you first get into it as a male, the designer clubby scents, you have your favorites, and then the longer you go through it, you realize a lot of them are kind of the same. Like the notes of Ultramale are vanilla, the sweet tart pear, the cinnamon, the amber, lavender, mint, and it goes on and on. A little bit of woods, a little bit of citrus. The whole vanilla, cinnamon, amber, lavender, you can find, I did my Parfums de Marly Leighton video, and you can find similarities in there. You can find similarities in Armani Co Profumo in my video of that. There's just this kind of standardized DNA for all these clubbing sweet bombs. And it takes you kind of a while, I guess, for your taste to mature, and at least mine haven't. I'm my late 20s. So at first it was really cool in the Eros, 1 million, Ultramale. I liked all that. And, I thought each one of them was, very different, like totally different scents. But the longer I've been in this hobby, the more I've realized, they're all kind of the same, with just a few little changes and nuances. Like the pear, the sweet tart pear in Ultramale is its thing. I've got my little decant. I used to have 3 bottles of Ultramale, actually, the BPI formulation. Then I kind of sold them off when I realized, it's probably just worth more to sell this bottle. I'm never going to go through these bottles. And yeah, I have this little decant here just to remind myself what it smells like. And yeah, it's got this kind of, I do kind of like the pear because it's got this kind of tart. It does make my mouth water. Actually, it does make my mouth water, that tart pear. But it doesn't last very long. It's considered a top note. And when I was wearing Ultramale, it kind of wore off around the 45-minute, 1 hour mark. And then it kind of reverted back to the standard Le Male DNA. Oh, I said mall this time. Which is, the vanilla, the mint, the lavender, the amber, just very smooth and nice. Ultramale, it was good. It was loud. It was not different than everything else. It's kind of, just pick your poison for what your loud clubbing sweet bomb is. Once you get in there, everything is so loud, it mixes up every way. Anyway, I liked it. I thought it was different. The pear was a great note. Ultimately, they were just worth more to sell than to keep. I kept this little guy, he's almost done too, so sad, of what's left of my Ultramale collection. I don't think I'll be restocking it. I've just moved on taste-wise. And if you're watching, if this is my first review that you're watching, you can watch my other, Clubbing Sweet Bomb Bro fragrances reviews and see how I feel about them. Where when I first got into the hobby, it was really interesting, but the longer I stayed in it, it just felt immature. Honestly, Ultramale just feels immature, and they call this a masculine fragrance. This is unisex, if anything, leaning feminine. There's some fragrance out there called Aquilina Pink Sugar. And apparently it's like a clone of this. I don't know what came first, the bird or the egg, chicken or the egg. But, when I read that and I looked at that, I kind of realized maybe I should just kind of change what direction I'm going in. I have enough of these sweet fragrances. So I started to liquidate my collection and move that on. And then collect more interesting niche fragrances that I thought were at least more meaningful to me and more unique and more defined to me. They had a vision, I think a stronger vision of what they wanted, whereas these clubbing sweet bombs, they don't really have this direction that they go in. It's just chaotic sweet notes, because people are like, oh, I can pick up the lavender and the basil and the citrus and Ultramale. No, you can't. It just smells like an amalgamated just of sweet up your nose. The pear kind of tingles it a little bit, but for the most part, you get that. It's almost sickly and not medicinal. I'm looking for syrupy. That's the word I'm looking for. It's kind of almost just syrupy up your nose. It's cool. It's cool when you're younger. If you're mid-20s below, it's cool. But now that I'm kind of coming of age, I'm realizing I can't just wear this out anymore. I smell too young for who I am and what I'm trying to convey. If I'm trying to convey myself as an older man. I'm not an old man, but you know what I'm saying, a more mature man. That's not the message I'm trying to convey when I just hit them with this sweet pear. You know what I mean? If I want you to take you serious, I want you to take me seriously as, you know, a man of status, and, you know, I don't know. You get what I'm saying, but it's, yeah, you just can't convey that with this fragrance. This is just sweet clubby for the young guys. I do kind of miss it, though. I am somewhat nostalgic of it. Part of me kind of regrets selling it just because I did enjoy it. It's just I can't, where I go and where I frequent the bars, you know, if I'm going to a quieter bar, hang on a second, coffee. If I'm going to somewhere quieter, this is just too loud. It's too loud. Pear, in your face, just throwing tomatoes in your feet. You know what I mean? Not actual tomatoes, but it's just like in your face, fruits and everything. It's not appropriate, and I wouldn't wear this on a date either. If I was going out with a girl or something, I wouldn't want to smell sweeter than her. You don't want to smell sweeter than the girl you're with if you're wearing, you know, a male fragrance. But so much of the Jean Paul Gaultier line is, you know, just kind of these sweet. It's you know the DNA. It's that lavender, vanilla, ambery, a little bit of patchouli. So it's this kind of sweet, smooth. It's in all of his fragrances. Ultra Male just turns up the spicy tartness. I wouldn't call it spicy. Just the cinnamon and the pear are a lot more defined in this fragrance. If you're 25 and younger, I would recommend it. If you're still into the bar, clubby, stuff like that, you know, you're just getting drunk every weekend. This is great for that. That's great. And, you know, you have Eros 1 million. Invictus, you have all these that do the same task. You know, it's the same car, different color, if you know what I mean. You just pick the little nuance that you want. And this is a good one. It's a good one for that. I can't pick it back up, though. But I don't know. I stay open-minded. I'm not totally turned off from the sweet stuff. In fact, the Zoologist Bee that's coming out, I'm really excited about. I would be getting that because I've kind of turned away from gourmands, but I'd be very curious because I think the Zoologist line is very interesting. Sorry, this is an Ultra Male review and I'm talking about a totally different direction. But I'm trying to make these a little more vloggy. And if this is your first video, please don't let this be a bad impression of me. And I would encourage you to look at my other kind of I have a top 3 designer fragrances for clubbing video, and I'll hopefully put that a little linky there. And you can see I do have the Ultra Male bottle in all its glory, the 4.2 ounce gigantic one. I don't want to spoil it all for you. I would encourage you to watch it. Anyways, thanks for the watch, everybody, and see you next time.